So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology. We're back again with another speed test. This time, the iPhone XS Max versus the Galaxy Note 9. It's time to go and pick on someone your own size in the Galaxy Note 9. This is one of the closest comparisons of the year, and Apple is closer this year than last year as they have a phone that is definitely a similar size form factor. Let's go ahead and begin with a boot up test in 3, 2, 1, and let's see which one can get there first. Now, the nice thing about the Apple phone is you can just tap it with one hand, whereas in the Samsung, you have to hold down that power button, but that's no big deal. And a lot of people are saying, oh, this XS Max, including myself, is giant, it's huge. Yes, it is for an Apple phone, but for Note users, this is par for the course. This is something we've been using for years, well, at least the last few years anyway. And you've seen the iPhone XS Max was the win there on the boot up test, just very, very slightly, not a landslide of a win like it usually was in the past where iPhones would boot up seconds and seconds above the Samsung devices. So that was pretty close. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and test out the Face ID versus Samsung's Unlock. We're going to begin with the XS Max, and you could see recognizes me and just swipe up and you're in. So you do have to do 2 steps here for the XS Max, but the Face ID does feel a little faster than the first gen, but we'll have to test that closer. That's just what I'm feeling. I'm not saying it's technically faster, but let's go ahead and see, and you can see you can get into the XS Max. So that is the XS Max unlocked. Let's go ahead and test out the Note 9 now. Okay, so the Note 9 doesn't require 2 swipes. You can go ahead and just look at the phone and it will unlock with Samsung's intelligent scan. 3, 2, 1. And again, 3, 2, 1. And you can see you don't have to do any swipe mechanism. Now, it's not quite as fast, I feel, as Face ID to actually unlock, but because you got to swipe, they kind of make up for the difference. So they're kind of equal when it comes to the unlocking time, but if you don't like swiping and doing a second step, you will appreciate Samsung's offering a little bit more here. Okay, guys, so let's see which one can actually get into the camera from the lock screen first. I'm going to swipe process here, and let's go. And you could see very close. I think the XS Max was slightly ahead there for that camera. Let's do that again. And you can see pretty close there. So this is no real big difference. You're going to be able to get the shot at about the same time on either device. So they both did well in that test. Okay, guys, so we've arrived at the application speed test portion. You can see everything is closed out for the XS Max, everything closed out for the Note 9. We're talking about 4 gigs of RAM, 256 gigabyte version, A12 Bionic versus the 8 gigabyte of RAM, 512 gigabyte. This does have Snapdragon 845, Samsung Experience version 9.5, iOS 12, and over here we do have Android 8.1. Let's begin with calendar. 3, 2, 1. You can see that looks like the Note 9 slightly. Let's go into calculator. Looks like the Note 9 slightly again. Let's go into clock. And you can see the Note 9's animation just a little bit faster. 1x animations on here. It would have been faster if it had 0.5. You can see the Note 9 wins in Twitter. So no wins so far for the XS Max, and the Note 9 takes Snapchat as well. What about Instagram? Looks like the Note 9 takes Instagram as well. So let's go over here into the profile page where the XS Max catches up and seems to load the actual pages very nicely on the XS Max, but the Note 9 is still very fast there on Instagram. Let's go into WhatsApp. You can see WhatsApp is a win to the right. Let's go into YouTube, and YouTube is going to the Note 9 on that one easily. So let's go into the trending tab here on YouTube and see what we can get, and looks very similar on that performance. What about Amazon Prime Video? And you could see the Note 9 way ahead here over the iPhone XS Max. You can see opening the movie about the same. Amazon Prime, and you could see very similar. Let's go ahead and open up this little ad right here. Note 9 seems to load that first. So this is really neck and neck, this performance here, but it looks like the Note 9 has a little bit quicker feeling speed. Let's go into Slither. Maybe Samsung's right when they say the most powerful phone they've ever made. And you could see Slither was a little bit ahead there to the XS Max, and gaming might still be a win here for the Apple side of things. And Apple loads that one up first as well. And let's quit this guy and hit play. And then you could see that playing the game, very similar affair. I don't have this one optimized for the full screen, although I could change that in settings. Let's go into Dead Trigger 2. And you can see Dead Trigger 2 loads first for the iPhone, hitting play. And it looks like the XS Max is ahead again. So doesn't seem like this is changing just yet, where Android games don't perform as well as iPhone games. So gamers, you still might like the iPhone XS Max more than the Note 9 for just sheer volume of selection in terms of those games and performance wise. So the iPhone XS Max here loading up PUBG Mobile, and we're still seeing some delays here for the Note 9, and we're in the game already for the iPhone XS Max. But look at this load difference. I mean, this is an incredible difference. So significantly better optimized for the iPhone XS Max, or just the iPhone in general, I feel like. So the iPhone blows away the Note 9 there in PUBG Mobile. Let's go into Antutu, and you can see Antutu is a win there for the iPhone XS Max. What about Geekbench? And the Note 9 strikes back on Geekbench. And coming home, let's go into speed test. You can see the Note 9 strikes again. Let's go into Video Shop. That's the iPhone XS Max right back at you. And what about camera? And you can see very close. So I think based on this single row of apps, it's just this first test we're doing here, pretty close to a draw. The iPhone XS Max wins some here and there. The Note 9 wins a lot of your everyday apps. So productivity people going to love the Note 9, I think, a little more than the XS Max. People like gaming. People who like more, I would say, of a smoother looking feel, because I feel like the app's animation looks a little nicer on the iPhone, might prefer the iPhone XS Max. So pretty close to a draw. Let's get into the multitasking now. Okay, so all we're going to do is run through them to see if we get any reloads. As a matter of fact, let me just go with one phone at a piece, because all we're looking for is reloads. Here, it looks like we had a reload there on Antutu benchmark for the iPhone. Nothing there, and it held that. Jetpack Joyride, Slither. Let's go into eBay, and let's go into Amazon. Prime Video, that's open. YouTube, that's open. WhatsApp, let's go into Instagram. See, Instagram was ready. Snapchat ready. Twitter ready. Clock, calculator, and calendar. So great multitasking performance there for the iPhone XS Max. What about the camera here for the Note 9? Video Shop, a little bit slow on that one. Geekbench, Antutu benchmark. PUBG Mobile, here's where that 8 gigs of RAM should shine for the Note 9. Let's bring it into Jetpack Joyride. And sometimes it's just a little bit slow to respond here on that multitasking, but it still has everything open. So I just think the animations look a little faster when you reopen things for the iPhone. But the Galaxy Note 9 has nothing closed. So really great RAM management here for a Samsung device. And you could see everything looking good there. So pretty much a draw again in the multitasking, but you get true multitasking here for the Note 9. So you can actually split apps. You can put little apps in the windows. You can change the DPI settings and make this feel like a real computer in your hand. This is a lot more of a true multitasking phone, whereas this is more of a blown up iPhone with a mobile OS. Okay, guys, here we are at internet speed test. Let's see which one is a little bit faster. Let's go to apple.com in 3, 2, let's go. And you could see that looks like the iPhone XS Max had that open. Let's click the XS Max here. You could see the XS Max looks a little faster there to load the page. That might be a win to Safari over Samsung Internet over here, more say than the actual power of the phone. Let's go to Samsung.com. Let's see if Samsung can load their own site faster on their own phone. That would be pretty lame if it didn't. Let's go into both of them. 3, 2, 1. And you can see, yes, the Note 9 wins on its own website. That's a good thing, because we didn't want the Note 9 to lose on its own promotional website. Let's go into, how about we go into Yahoo.com. Let's go to Yahoo.com here and see what we get. Yahoo.com today. I typed it again. Yahoo.com. 3, 2, 1. And you can see, boom, that is the iPhone XS Max. So, you know, again, it's pretty much a wash here in the internet browsing. These phones have reached a point of just very fast these days. Okay, so here we arrived at the video rendering portion. For the Note 9, I have to do it this way. And it's a 35-second clip here for both devices. This was shot in 30 FPS for the iPhone XS Max. So we're just going to hit gallery here and next to see which one can render this video out first. 3, 2, 1. And see which one is faster. So, whoa. The iPhone XS Max just destroys the Note 9 here. The video is ready. And you can see over here, looks like the Note, wow. Okay, you got to give the iPhone XS Max credit here. This was a just absolute destruction on the video rendering test. So if you're going to be doing some video editing on your phone, be prepared to wait a little longer for the Note 9. Okay guys, so you can see here the iPhone XS Max is definitely a blowout win here on both single and multi-core for Geekbench. But in conclusion, what is the overall gist of these two phones? I think that the XS Max, when you really get down to the most powerful stuff you can do on a phone, the processor on a XS Max is definitely ahead of the Note 9. But the Note 9 is not any slouch, and it's very fast on the day-to-day, and I can argue you're going to get more productivity out of the Note 9 than the XS Max, even though the XS Max can support, doing more computer-like tasks. The OS doesn't support a computer-like OS. So you have a processor that doesn't really fully take advantage of what it can offer, whereas the Note 9 does. But we'll talk more about those in a full comparison. Let's just quickly test the cameras. 3, 2, 1. And you can see the iPhone a little bit ahead again. 3. Let me go ahead and close them out before we retest them. Do the camera one more time. 3, 2, 1. And we're going to have to do a camera test as well. It looks like the iPhone is faster though. So what are your thoughts on these two? The iPhone XS Max versus the Galaxy Note 9. Which one do you think is better? Which one are you going to go with? Or did you already go with one? Let us know down below in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, entertaining, informing, enjoying, do me a favor, click that like button for me. And don't forget to subscribe for many more videos like this. Nick here helping you to master your technology. Be sure to be well. Thank you very much for watching, and peace.